done it in a night, bro. So he's like, bro, this is gonna go hard.
That's fucking awesome. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Yo, I'm Cam Cheetah, professional mixed martial artist, and you're watching the Marcus Deegan Show.
The Marcus Deegan Show. All right, I'm your host, Marcus Deegan, shooting from stinking hot Las Vegas, 43 degrees Celsius, and it's like 127 here in Vegas. Thanks for joining us for another episode. We've got a great one in the studio today. I think we're going round 3 with this guy. He keeps coming in and coming back. He's fighting, he's not fighting. Former paratrooper, badass martial artist. Let me tell you what, this man's got a great story. And some from the flaming bumhole story to getting in bar fights in Cyprus. This guy's got it all. And welcome back to the podcast. My man, mixed martial artist, Cam Cheetah.
Thank you, mate.
You look different this time. Last time you were under a lot of fucking pressure because you had to get that win.
Yeah.
You had that was if that was like a kind of a turning point in your career, right?
It was definitely. I felt like my back was definitely against the wall. I've been in that position 2 other times, and great things come from it every time. So it's a matter of like 3rd time this has happened, and I've done exactly what I always did the previous 2 times. So now I'm just excited because this roller coaster is just fucking going up, 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 up.
So what was those things that you implemented into your routine to get those last couple? Because you got to get one more win and then you're back in the UFC, right? From what I remember, they said get 3 wins, was it?
2 wins.
2 wins. So what was done differently? Is your mindset just different?
No, I mean, like, to be honest, I don't like. One, definitely not to make excuses for taking losses in the fight game. Everyone loses. It's part of it. It's what you do with a loss. You either take a lesson from it or you fucking sulk about it.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, the last fight in the UFC, I got COVID. I had COVID that day I was fighting.
Yeah.
I was fucked. I was so
Were
fucked.
you sick from it?
Do you know, all you got to do is go back. If you pull up my last fight in the UFC and look at my body, the way it is, and look how I am mentally just in the cage, you can tell like I've got something else on my mind. And then like I'm trying to get into fight character. Like I'm in my environment now. Let's fucking go. Like switch on.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't.
And when you're in the UFC performing at the highest level, you cannot have any lapse in kind of your brain function and in your mindset because even if because you can fight through sicknesses, right?
Yeah, well, I think the big difference is obviously, like you say, the level, and also the guy I was fighting was coming off 2 losses. Good fighter, but just got on the wrong end of a decision or like got clipped or whatever. But so he was fighting for his fucking life.
Yeah.
So I'm a guy who's sick, and now fighting a guy who fucking knows that if he loses, he's fucked. So, like, you got that to play as well.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously my first fight, UFC Fight Island, I cut 22 pounds in 6 days. I was on the piss in my garden for 3 months prior to it because we was locked down.
Yeah.
Couldn't do nothing. Do you know what I mean? So that wasn't me.
Yeah.
And I know who the fuck I am. And you do it daily in the gym. And I'm out here in Vegas sparring with the best guys in the world. Murad being one of my main sparring partners at the minute, which everyone knows. Obviously, he's next in line. And not just him, but other guys and different higher weights than me. And I can handle that. Do you know what I mean? So then it comes back to, right, well, we know what we're fucking doing. And I've seen what I've done. Like, just look at your previous record and like how you've come back and bounced back and knocked out all these like #1 guys who were meant to be the next thing. So I know I can do it, but I'll be honest, like with the 2 years up to that, like because I had 2 years off after that last fight in the UFC because I had to sort out. You understand one thing is that you need to create other streams of revenue. Like fighting don't last forever, and ultimately I'm not in control. I'm in control as much as I am in terms of my performance on the night, but that's always a 50-50 down the middle. And at this level, you've got the highest ranked guys. So it's literally a 50-50. You can literally have an off day or a bad day at the office and just get caught in a sub to a guy that you could beat 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about mixed martial arts is that a top-level guy can just make one tiny little mistake, turn your head the wrong way, move your shoulders down and get caught in a sub, and then it's all over.
Exactly.
That's so harsh. That's when they say the highest highs and the lowest lows, right? Because this sport, obviously, when you win and you win by viciously like you always do, that feeling has got to be you can't even describe it, but it's the same thing as when you lose is equally as bad, would you say?
Yeah, oh, it is. It definitely is. And I think the hardest thing I've always felt with a loss is not that the loss itself, but it's the fact how you lose.
Yeah.
It's always a big how you lose. That really is what plays in our fighter's mind.
So tapping from ground and pound is a bad way to lose, right?
Yeah. And also, like, if you go out there and you have a war with someone and you lose a split decision, there's no real loser there. You're both like, yeah, we got fucking, like, it could have gone either way. Or, like, if you know it's a close fight and it's just, yeah, it's one of them, but you perform well and, and the world got to see you perform. But it's when you don't get to show that. Like, I didn't get to show that in the UFC.
In the UFC, in your last fight, you didn't get to show
I didn't. I just got caught with that body shot. And then, obviously, could I took it better if I didn't go for the illness? Maybe.
But the thing is when you get caught flush with one of those fucking body shots,
because
your body shuts down, right?
Exactly. And that's the other thing. Like, people say to me, yeah, you could have took that better. And I'm like, do you know what? There is that hope that I could have.
Yeah,
but I've been hit with a body shot in the gym and been put on my ass, and there ain't nothing wrong with me there.
Now, is it similar to getting winded when you cop one of those kidney shots or those liver shots?
The suplex is the worst.
Right in the middle?
Yeah.
So is it like you're winded and you can't breathe?
Say again?
Like when you get hit there.
I think when you get here in your, what's this again?
In the sternum area.
Yeah, sternum. Yeah, so when you get, that's the worst.
That's worse than the liver shot?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think when you get hit there, it's an instant, because that's where your air travels down.
Yeah.
And it comes through here, and all you got to do is put that, and it's all about it being relaxed.
Yeah.
So the art of a body shot, I was speaking earlier to someone in the gym, that the art of the body shot, I can't stand it when you see these dickheads on TV going, oh, you hit me in the stomach, bro.
Yeah.
Like, shut up, you fucking idiot. How about close your eyes for 2 minutes, and I'm going to hit you within the 2 minutes. Now let's see if you're going to be fucking standing.
Yeah.
Because you're not ready for it. And that's the art of a body shot. A body shot is not a matter of landing it when you're tense and you're ready for it.
Yeah.
It's about...
a little sneaky one.
Yeah, it's about operating upstairs and getting you relaxed downstairs and then it sucks. It's hard to come back from. Like,
so you talked about getting COVID and getting sick and fighting, knowing that you were compromised. Would you do that again? Would you fight injured or sick again? Or do you think it's just, is there any point in going in injured? Really? What's the point of it?
I mean, to be honest, at this level, no, I wouldn't now because I fucking look what happened. Do you know what I mean? I've had 2 years, I'd take 2 years out, regroup, and now I'm in a position where I've got like trying to earn my stripes back, which is it's not a problem because if you are what you say you are and you train every day what you are, then it don't matter. The results will.
They'll show them. They'll do it themselves,
which they did, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't. Earlier on in my career, like say if I was like 24, 23, yeah. I'd weigh out the options because I've got a lot of time to play, but I'm on the back end of 30 now. So for me, I've got to be a bit more smart and wiser. Yeah. But I feel great. I feel like that last fight. But one of the fighters in the gym said to me, I had a lot of problems coming up to that. So I dislocated my jaw about 6 days out from the fight. Me and Merab were sparring. I've got the footage of it. We're sparring. And I take him down, and he jumps a guillotine on me, and we're on the fence, and the guillotine weren't in at all, but it was like my mouth got caught open, so his like forearm was in my mouth,
and you couldn't close your mouth,
and I couldn't close my mouth, and he's like obviously trying to squeeze my head off, and I'm like, all right, just wait because it's not on, and then I'm like, and it's pushing my jaw back, and then I heard it, and I was like, and I was like, hang on, and I was like. I couldn't put my jaw back in, so we had to get up and like he helped me and we managed to wreck it back into place. And then it was like, fuck, like this is a week out. And everyone's like, go get x-rayed. And I'm like, if I get x-rayed and they tell me it's fractured or something, then the likelihood is I'll pull out. So I'd rather not fucking know and just fucking go for it. Because always... when my back was against the wall, things happened. Like when I fought Aiden James, the Welsh lad, I got staph infection so bad, and I had a hole in my foot, and my whole foot swelled up, and I could have pulled out. And it was nervous time to me. I was coming back off like again a fairly long layoff. I'd been through a lot of shit mentally, and it was a make or break fight for me. And it was a top guy about to go UFC if he won, or he was going to fight for the Brave title, and it was like. All of this come, and I had my opportunity just to go, now I'm pulling out because I like legitimately had a reason.
Yeah.
But I didn't. And I was like, no, motherfucker, we said, like, we got to do this. We got to do this. But there ain't going to be another opportunity like this. Like, I always believe that. And I did it and I went on and fought and I won. And with this jaw thing, I spoke to my friend at the gym and he was like, Cam, he said, I know you're not like religious into God and that. He said, but right before something great, the devil's the loudest. And that's when they're trying to find all these excuses to give you. And going back to like my gym, I'm starting FTD, Fight the Demon. It's like I had these problems that come up where I could just pull out and I got legit reasons and I can prove it. Like I'm not joking.
Yeah.
But it really resonated with me and I was like, you know, you're fucking right. Like I feel nervous because I felt so nervous. I didn't want to lose. Like, obviously, that's always the case. I come back to who's off my age that I'm at. I know I'm top level. If I really want to stick around and get paid that big bucks and keep knocking at the door, then I need to put a beating on this guy. And that's why I called for the hostile. I wanted that cunt in his hometown. I said to you on the last podcast.
Yeah.
Get me in there. I want everyone booing me. Because for me, that's just fucking energy coming to the cage. Now, how I decide what energy that is towards me, that fuels me. Like, to fuel my fire, I need that negative energy. You want me to get my head kicked in? You think I'm a pussy? You think your boy's going to whip my ass?
So you need that.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I need
so that kind of fuels you and makes you even like more powerful in a sense.
That's one thing I realised over the last few years is that I'm that fighter. Bit like McGregor in a way. McGregor performs best when he's fucking angry. The world hates him and he's like winding them up and they want to kill him now. Everyone boos him. Kind of get that. Like,
yeah, I mean, he was supposed to be here this weekend, obviously in the main event. Unfortunately, had to. I don't like to say pull out because I mean, there's what better word? Maybe postpone the fight because of like all these. The media like to just go, what? Just a pinky toe, but people don't realise. You know, your pinky toe, especially if you're an in and out fighter that fights on the balls of your feet like Connor, it's very important. It's part of your, and with the teep kicks that he does, he kicks a lot. Have you had a broken toe before, pinky toe? How bad it fucking hurts, right?
I mean, yeah, I think I've probably broken nearly all my toes. Any fighter would have. My elbows we hitting that. But I think, again, like going back to what you were saying a minute ago, like, would I took in the fight now? Like, if it happened again with COVID, would I? No, I wouldn't. Like, as you get older, you get more wiser. And let's be honest, McGregor hasn't been his best.
Yeah.
He's coming off losses.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to fucking win. So, and he needs to, it's all good having that military mindset, which obviously was built into me, because at a time of war, and this is what they're building up in the military for, is war and going fucking kill people. You broke your little pinky toe. Shut the fuck up. We got a job to do. So you're in that mindset. But to transform out and then have that same mindset, and I've said this before on your podcast, that mindset helped like speed up my process to get me where I was at.
Yeah.
But when I got to the UFC, I had to fucking shut up and listen to the coaches because my mind is my biggest weapon and also my biggest enemy.
Yeah, I feel you there.
And I think like with McGregor now, old McGregor be like, fuck it, pink, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But it's not old McGregor. Now you got to listen to your body and understand, listen, we need to fucking perform. So I do get it. Like, at the end of the day, people are always going to talk shit. So.
Yeah, especially the fans of mixed martial arts. You know what they're like.
Oh, they're so fickle, bro. But it never really matters. Like, we can never control, right, what other people say about us or think towards us and that. But what we can control is how we interpret it.
Yeah.
So, like, now what I've done, like, especially like with me, dog, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to speak more my mind. And if you don't like it, fuck off. And you got something to say, great. Yeah. And if you're that much of a man, come to the gym.
So what's been going on in that sense?
Well, just fucking, I've had quite an incline in my following purely after that fight because the way I approached it. Like, to be fair, mate, the Cage Warriors show was dead. It was dead quiet. Like,
there was no one there?
There's meaning there was loads of people there for the night, but I mean the buzz around the event, it was like there weren't no hostile fights. Everyone wanted it. It's like, oh, we'll
be mates.
We're all friends. If I don't hit you hard, you won't hit me hard. It had that like kind of vibe to it, and I was like, motherfucker, I'm turning up for war. And I know, like with Reese, like full respect to Reese. Reese is a good guy. I know he's not that type of fighter to talk shit. He's not that. He's not. He's a good guy. Like I shake his hand and, do you know what I mean? Have a beer with him, whatever. But I can give these shits when it comes to fight time because I need to create my own environment. And I remember saying to you before, I created it, and I knew that he'd be the guy like, hey, like, you're up, mate? Like, fuck you, bitch. Like, I'm
Yeah.
fighting for my life here. I'm
Yeah.
fighting for my family, my kids, and you're really trying to be my friend because you want this safe environment for you. You want me to, but
Yeah.
nah. So
Do you think that affected him? How did you mind fuck him before you went in there? Do you think?
I think it definitely had a part when. I mean, come on, mate. Listen, he's got the pressure, right? Of the whole. I think there's like 11,000 people there, right? He had about that many people all screaming his name.
They were they?
Yeah, mate. It was.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it was so.
What's it under, Cam? We'll pull it up.
If you go to Cage Warriors Instagram or Fight Pass if you got it, but the boos on Cage Warriors Instagram, they play me walking out, and you hear the boos. It's just like I'm getting into the cage. It's like, boo.
Can you get into Instagram from over there?
It might be on YouTube.
Might be on YouTube. Just go.
Someone else, Reese McKeown, walkout.
Just go. Cameron Else versus.
But yeah, like, so I knew I had to create my own environment. So the moment I got in front of their camera, I was just like, why is everyone fucking being pussies around here, man? Like, where the fucking men at? Like, we're here to fight, not be friends. Because I was just creating my own environment. I made up in my head, like, the only thing I could take here to try and make you hate Reese even more is that I heard in an interview when he got asked, how do you think the fight's going to go? He said he's going to outclass me everywhere. He's like, I'm going to outclass him everywhere. And that's the only thing that I could really take offense to. And I was like, you fucking dare say that? What, you think I'm shit? What, you think you think you can outclass me? This is where you think you've got that opportunity. So I just bit on that, and I just kept saying in the head, he's gonna outclass you, boy, he's gonna outclass you, boy. And I was like, I'm gonna wreck this fool. And that's what I did. I got into that mindset. And then when I released that first promo when we were starting a weight cut, and I was, I'm gonna hurt your boy. I'm gonna hurt your boy, because I knew they're gonna play it to all their fans. So funny thing is, Reese's promo, he's really respectful about me. He's like, even though I got to UFC and it didn't go that well for him to fight at that level, like he's obviously that level. I know he's the highest level guy I've fought and all this. So he's saying that, and I remember being behind the curtain, and I'm like, oh, I thought he was mugging me off, saying I didn't deserve to be in the UFC.
No.
I was like, all right, he's actually all right. And then Mike comes on, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking hurt you, boy. And the whole crowd like, boo.
Well, it's so funny that, see, me, if that was me and I was in your position, I would have to go that approach as well, because I think when you're mates with someone, like two of the Power Slap guys, one was his best man the day before, and then they're fighting the next night. And I was like, that's got to be a disadvantage that you actually care about each other. And they're like, no. Nah, I'd rather have your way of thinking, like go in there fucking, not angry, because you weren't angry, were you?
No, I was just pissed off.
Yeah.
And when I'm pissed off and I feel like everyone's mugging me off and everyone thinks I'm done, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
we'll see. Because
Yeah.
I know when I go, I go.
Yeah.
And I turned that arena upside down. Like, I dominated that fight from start to fucking...
Were you the main event?
Co-main.
Co-main, that's right. And it was in Poland, wasn't it?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah, he's
Fuck, I'm
Scottish.
nearly, there was one of the Lunds.
Yeah.
Did you find that on YouTube?
I have YouTube up finally. Who are you fighting?
Reese McKeown. But yeah, he's a sound guy, but I just had to...
He's Scottish too, right?
I didn't even ask him and say how much did it play. Oh, I did say to him after, I say, listen, bro, I've got nothing against you. I just had to say something to create a hate for you because you're a good lad.
Yeah.
But all the best. He'll come back. They do. Like, fighters fight. Like, fighters don't run. Fighters fight, and he is a fighter.
Did you feel bad for him afterwards?
You always have an understanding if you've taken an L. It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like, until he gets a win, it's a fucking grey day for him. Like, it is for me anyway. Like, that's all I'm known as.
Yeah.
I lost. Don't matter how, you lost.
Yeah.
And like for him, it's like you had the opportunity in front of all your fans. You had the para come up, and I hate the fucking paras. Like, some of them are Catholics, obviously. So a lot do. Rangers like us, but there's a lot of weight on his shoulders. It was. I think it definitely got to him, but then I also think it don't matter where the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Because I was there, and I'm in that cage, and there wasn't no one beating me. I was on the front foot.
Yeah, and you felt good, and plus, once again, you were going in with that mindset that you had to. You had a lot to prove, in a sense, right? Not only to everybody else, but even to yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's it. Like, the biggest thing is, like, you'll be a liar to say the self-doubt. Do you question yourself? Especially 2 years off. So I'm like, how's my body going to react?
And how did it feel getting hit after having?
I didn't. There's nothing. He didn't.
Did he get any clean punches on you at all?
No.
Not really.
I'll tell you what. He landed a hook just behind my ear on the first exchange, and I was like, "You little cunt." And mate, I was like, "You're getting." I was like, "That's the only one you're getting." And as soon as I started hitting him,
Did that wobble you a little bit?
Nah, he just like made me realise, oh, you're in a fight.
Yeah.
He did hit you, so I'm like, he can hit you.
Do you think sometimes when you're like, this is just pure speculation because I've never been in a fight, but do you need to get hit sometimes to go bang? Okay, this is it's fucking on now. Is that how you have to?
Yeah, I'd say that. But mind you, like I mean, that's always gonna rear me up. Like I remember Paul Felder commentating on my fight on Fight Island, and Kyler Phillips hit me, cut their leg kicks, and I knew like he always come out and threw low calf kicks straight away. And he threw two, and I let him have two. I thought he can have two, because on the third, I'm gonna check it, and I checked it and broke his foot. But I remember Paul Felder saying, Cameron seems like the guy when you hit him, he's pissed and he wants to get one back.
Yeah.
And I was just like, when I listened, I was like, that's fucking so. I'm like, okay, motherfucker, right,
Yeah.
we're going now.
Now, explain this kind of phenomena that happens when two guys are fighting in the cage. If one guy starts doing leg kicks and then the other guy starts giving them back, in sequence doing pretty much the same move that
One
your
for
opponent.
one.
Yeah, what is that? Can you explain that? Is that just
Frustration.
Is it? I always wonder what that is. You know how like when you see someone getting leg kicked and then you're thinking fuck, and then you see them going back and forth.
It's also that they're so effective.
It's like if you keep doing those, I'm going to do them back to you, and you're not going to like them, so you better stop doing them.
Yeah.
Is that even?
Yeah.
That's fucking bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah. It's kind of like if you don't. The only way really to get respect from someone kicking the shit out of your legs is to check them good, because a strong check on a kick, well, you'll know when you check them, and they know, and there ain't no bluffing it. You can look at each other and you're like, and then you know that they won't. Normally, they'll either throw one straight back, go back exactly to the same spot just to try and double bluff you like poker, and then, but I'm always ready for that bang, check them again, they ain't fucking throwing a kick again. Or you give them back.
Yeah, go smash your fucking shin full on into the coffee table at 6 a.m. when you go into the toilet, and that's kind of what it feels like. Full smash on the shin. Nah. Did you find that video, love?
No, all I could find was is like the face off. I couldn't find the walkout.
All right, we'll just
Or a
check.
highlight reel.
What was that?
If you get the fight pass up, if you.
Harry Rudd's in the building today, all the way from Australia. Was rolling jiu-jitsu a couple of days ago and messed his foot up, so he's out. But he'll be back in 2 weeks, so he might go. How long you in Australia for? I mean, how long?
Here, I'm actually going to go home Saturday, take my kids on holiday.
Yep.
Because I was meant to obviously fight. Thought I was fighting around July 25th, but that's all fallen through.
Oh, okay. So you were supposed to have another fight
Yeah,
here.
Cage Warriors again, but I don't think I'll be fighting on Cage Warriors again.
Really?
Too much fucking bullshit politics. I should be fighting Liam, the champ, but he's a little fucking pussy and went running. And
Yeah.
Listen.
What's his last name?
Liam, the shit himself. Kittens.
Kittens, is it?
Yeah, we should call him that.
Yeah.
Liam Kittens.
Liam Kittens.
He's a little pussycat.
Is he?
Yeah.
So how does it work? Now you're on obviously fight to fight contract with Cage Warriors. Do you say
I'm not. So I think I was speaking to Jason. We just basically had a meeting the other day. He was like, look, brother, all we need to do is get you one solid win. So he wants to get me out.
What, one more?
Just one more win.
With who though?
We got XFC. There's talks of that, which is a good show. They pay well. They also get a load of like high caliber fighters in, so I can still fight the top guys. And if not LFA,
LFA's doing well, isn't it?
yeah, maybe Houston, LFA in September. I'm definitely going to be fighting by September, either end of August, September. But I don't really care because
So potentially by Christmas you could be back in the UFC.
I will be. Yeah, I will be.
Christmas, January, you'll be back in the UFC.
From the moment I put my thought process back into coming back to fight. So the moment I signed to fight Reese at Christmas, to fight in April, I planned out I'll basically finish that fucker. Didn't finish him, but still beat his ass. And then in July, knock out Liam and take the belt in round 1, because I would have knocked him out round 1, but he shit himself. So that's kind of postponed. But then in my mind, it was like, I'll win that belt, and then I don't mind defending it if there's anyone to defend it, but probably not. And then I could see myself getting a call up for Dubai in October, because they normally do a show in Dubai.
UFC?
Yeah, and because I'm obviously London way, it's a lot easier to just bang, no visa issue. No, I wouldn't have to wait for the visa. And I still believe that will happen. I believe that I'll fight in end of August, September, and whoever I fight next, it'll be a clean fucking knockout. I'll starch him. Round 1, done, come out unscathed, and then it'll be like, listen, all the momentum, all the real views, like the following will be blowing up. So, UFC will realise, yeah, let's just get this fucker back.
So how does it work? So like you get those 3 wins, and then Jason House goes to Sean or Dana or whoever. Hey, listen, this is his record now.
Yeah.
Can we get him a fight back in the UFC? And they go either yes or no.
Yeah.
Is it that easy?
Well,
but you have to have a solid, a solid backup.
I mean, there's a lot more to fighting now, isn't it? Like, there's loads of guys out there. There's guys out there with better records than me.
Yeah.
But do they market themselves?
Right. It's all, and that's got
do
a
they
huge
have a following.
That's
where we're looking at like Southeast England. I think in Southeast England, you got fucking Nathaniel Woods, been in the UFC a while. You haven't got anyone else from down south. A lot of northern fighters, but it's characters, isn't it? It's like branding. Like, I'm also like, I have that military background. Like, listen, my following popped up 20,000 since the last time I was here from that last fight, and that's on Cage Wars. And momentum's with me. I've had so many men reach out to me saying, I love how you are. Like, you're bringing back the real men, the fucking tough men. You're not scared to say your thing. And that is who I am. That's what I believe. I believe the world's gone to fucking shit. I'm sick and tired of seeing all these soft cunts. Like real men are tough men. And that needs to be fucking out there. None of this, oh yeah, you ain't got to be tough to be a real man. Yeah, being a man is fucking hard. It's the hardest job in the world. If you fucking do it right. But if you're a shit ass and you sit on the side and you fucking cry and whinge about everything, you ain't no real man. Real men have problems. Real men are fucking tough men. They go through the works. They get the fuck up knowing that even though they're day shit or they're depressed or they got bills or people don't like them, they still get the fuck up, put their boots on, walk out the door and go to work.
You have a high expectation of what a man should be though.
Yeah, I do.
Because of what you've done. In the military, UFC fighter, Cage Warriors fighter, fucking fighter. So there's no room for pussies in your world, really.
No, there ain't. There's no excuse for it. Like, for me, it's simple. Right? What is a man's job on the earth? 2 things:
to provide for his family
and
protect them. Yeah,
that's it. Every man should learn how to fight.
Yeah,
every man they should be made to go and learn how to fight. If you're a man and you're out there and you've never stepped foot in the gym or put some gloves on and had a fight, you ain't a man. You are not a man.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I think. I think that all these people nowadays,
especially here in America, right?
It's just soft as shit, man. Like, people can get away with saying so much shit. Like, look what the way the government is, right? This is how I look at it. The government have managed to, like, no one's allowed to be violent no more.
No.
Like, if someone's rude or gobs off or like disrespects me, I can't get him and just fucking knock him the fuck out.
No.
Fair enough, I'll knock him out. I won't stamp on his head. I'll pick him up. I'll make sure he's okay. I help him to hospital. Like, like that type of shit. But we're not getting to express and release our violence in us.
Yeah.
And violence is natural in all of us. When we get angry, whether you're a fighter or not, you get angry, you smash stuff. That's release. And that's why I also recommend as people that go and hit pads. Make sure you hit pads. Because don't matter how, you could be a person who's never seen violence in your life. You go punch a pad, hit a few pads, you feel great because you're releasing something. But the way the world is now, it presses, you can't be violent. You can't be violent. All these people can do this. You can't punch someone or slap someone for being rude. Otherwise you go to prison. So, and then what ends up happening? Someone snaps.
Yeah.
And then the bad shit happens.
People end up DEAD.
Yeah, and it's just like all these people, like people go to me, Oh, what makes you a man? I tell you what makes fucking men. Men that fucking can protect what they love.
Yeah.
A man that can walk down the road with his missus.
And not be fucking scared.
Yeah, and she feels safe. Like, instantly, like, he's got this.
Yeah.
Like, we should be promoting tough men. We should be out there saying, yeah, you're being a soft ass. Like, get yourself to the gym, sort yourself out, stop whinging.
Yeah, I think the generations are different now, and I don't know. I think that the way that people look at the world is completely different. It's a lot softer than what it used to be. You're 100% right. It's way softer than what it used to be. It's full of snowflakes now.
And what people don't realise is that's the moment, like, I mean, dictatorship works in some ways.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the problem with, like, say, freedom of speech or worrying about everyone's fucking feelings is nothing gets done. Oh, someone's got to moan about something.
Yeah.
Why don't we just stick to science?
Yeah, let's just stick to a bit of common sense.
And let's not worry about two things. Right, just fucking get on with it. Like,
do you follow the politics over here, or does it drive you crazy over here? Are you even into it?
Do you know,
like Biden and Trump and all that stuff?
I think Trump is definitely the man for the job.
Oh, 100%.
I think, without a shadow of doubt, I think Trump, if anyone could stop a World War III, I think it's Trump.
Well, he better hurry up because it looks like it's fucking, we're right there.
I think everything's flipped on his head. Like, why have you got a man? And even like with Trump's age, I don't even think Trump's like...
Yeah, but mentally he's still there.
He is still there, but I think also you have to have vision. Like, listen, at the end of the day, the future only gets built, of the younger generation. The younger generation. Fucked. Right? So, if you're going to have someone looking to be in charge of the world, they've got to be a bit younger. Can't keep getting like these 75-year-old men. Like, how old's Biden?
He's 81, and then there's no way he's in it. This is what's going to happen. They're going to pull him before the election. They're going to replace him. 100% guarantee they're going to do it. Yeah, they have to.
Bro, it's insane. But I don't. Mate, all I say to people, right, treat others how you want to be treated. I don't give a fuck if you're black, white, Asian, gay, straight, fucking tranny or whatever. Like, you tell me your name's Karen and you're a geezer, I'll call you Karen. But if my mates ask you, who's he? He's a boy, calls himself Karen. Like, I respect people for who they are and what they want to be, but don't force it on me.
Yeah. No, I'm the same as you. I'm the same.
I'm so laid back, bro. Like, honestly, it's funny because a lot of people see me as pretty intense, but I'm laid back. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Just don't disrespect me.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect the people I love, and just treat others how you want to be treated, man. Like, and that's
we don't care who you're buggering, mate. We don't.
I don't care.
What do you got up there? What do we got? Let's do a bit of play-by-play here.
Okay, so I have the.
Do you have the fight that we were looking for? I think that's
opening,
it.
Yeah.
Fight pass. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah. Oh, can you go back to the walkout?
They didn't have the walkout. They just have the.
Oh, they didn't have the walkout on there.
Okay, so is this your last fight, Cam?
Yeah. On one of the times I drop him, I do a step through overhand.
Yeah.
Right. But as I step through into southpaw, and then I switch that left overhand because I pull him off onto the left.
Yeah.
That landed. So I landed some shit on here where I was like, sweet. Yeah, like I've tried shit out, it's working.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to end, mate. To be fair, I would have loved the extra 2 rounds. I didn't sit down between the rounds at all.
How was your cardio by the end of 15 minutes?
Fucking pissed, mate.
Were you even breathing heavy?
No. Listen, so get this. I didn't even realise, right? So after this first round, I go back to my corner and I'm just staring Reese out still. Okay, come on, boy, you're going to outclass me. I'm shouting like to him, come on. What's the matter? And then my coach's like, Cam, listen to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sorry, yeah, go on. He's like, just straight punches down, 1-2's down. I was like, all right, sweet. They're like, either sit down. I'm like, I don't need to sit down. I'm fine. I said, I'm gonna fuck this cunt up. I said, I love this shit, bro. It's just the conversation. It's when I knew I was really in my fucking zone.
Yeah.
And then I just wanted to get back out there. And then I got back out there, and then round 2 come, and then again, I didn't take the stool. And then round 3 come, and then one of my other coaches like, Cameron, please have some water. I was like, what? He's like, you've had no water. In case your mouth dries out. I was like, oh, all right, yeah, sweet. Let's go. I was just like, and I had a big weight cut. I cut like 15.5 pound.
What were you walking around at?
So I walk around, what?
You weigh at 175, don't you?
No, I walk around at 165. I don't get heavier than 165.
Ever?
Ever. Even if I eat all the shit. Like it's like my body can only take so much, and then it'll just dump it at me. But it's very hard for me to put weight on.
Yeah.
So 65 is where I maxed out. But that fight was a tough weight cut in terms of I got out to Vegas. This time I only had 4 weeks in Vegas. And I misjudged it completely. You need 6 weeks. You need 2 weeks to get over jet lag.
Yeah, yes.
Right. And then
Yes.
not only that, I'm not 24 no more. I can just jump off a plane and go to 3 sessions a day.
Yeah.
So I have to take 1 or 2 sessions this week, run, break it, sweat,
Yeah.
slowly ease in.
Yeah.
Which I've done this time. But last time I landed 4 weeks to the fight.
Yeah.
So I was like straight into it.
So you know for next time 6 weeks.
Yeah. And it was harder to lose the weight. I was struggling with the weight. And don't get me wrong, I was fit as fuck because of the amount of running I was doing. But I always have a point in my camp where I just sit for ages at the same weight and then it drops.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen. And I remember when I got there the night to weigh in, to start the weight cut, I was 15.5 pounds over.
Far out.
15.5. And they looked and they're like, yeah. And I knew, I was like, don't worry, I'm going to make weight. If I
You know
say,
your own body, so you know.
do you know what it is? Like, even if I died tonight,
Yeah.
I'll make weight. Because I had an agreement with a man who's trained his art off.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be that guy that misses weight. And
Kelvin
then
Gastelum.
fucking dirtbag.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty disrespectful thing to do, especially because D-Rod's not only is he a really good dude, but I think he needed a fair shot there.
Do you want to know the facts behind that?
Well,
Fucking, and I'm going to say it, I don't give a fuck if Russell's any feathers. I can get fucked because it's happening far too often.
people are like, fuck it, I'll just
I won't say who told me direct because they may not want me to say, but someone close. Basically, what it's come out is Kevin Gastelum's manager, Ali, fucking knew 2 weeks out that he weren't making weight, told him not to say anything and said, look, we'll just get the fucking weight pumped up. You're not making weight, so do not cut weight because you can't make it. So, and this is where I go back to tactical, it's a tactical weight cut. So he knew full well 2 weeks out that D-Rod's cutting to fucking 170, like doing everything right, going through a diet. And like Michael Bisping said, like when we cut our carbs down and our food down, we're more prone to injury. We don't hit as fast. We ain't got as many carbs in us giving that to replenish us that well.
100%.
And it's horrible. Like fight camps are horrible when we have to really diet. And why D-Rod went through all that, they knew. And then they get out there where they're like, right, now we'll kick up a fuss about. It was all planned. And that's fucking dirty, mate. It's so dirty. And don't get me wrong, like D-Rod's fucking through and through fighter.
I
He's
love
a
that guy,
geezer.
bro. Fuck, he's a good dude.
And I was speaking to him, and I even said to him, I said, bro, listen, you don't have to do this. Don't feel pressured, bro. Like, just tell him to get fucked. We're reschedule this fight. Or I'll tell you what.
He's all in another country, did the full fight camp.
But also, I was like, UFC will get you another opponent. They will get you. There's someone out there that will jump up, get the fucking dub, because all it matters is the green tick next to your name. I said, you go in there, and this guy hasn't made weight. He's struggling to make 185, 15 pound heavier.
Yeah.
And he's struggling to make. I'm saying Kevin Gastelum walked in that cage about 220.
Oh, yeah, he did not.
And what was the factor in the fight? He laid on him. He took him down. And how could he eat those shots? How can he eat all those shots? Because he's a fucking heavy bag.
So what do you think should be his punishment? You think he should be expelled from the sport for that?
Well, given the fact that he's
You're talking about Ali Abdelaziz, right? Your mate, good mate of yours.
fuck him, man. Like, I just hate dirty cunts.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, for him to do that, it's fucking dirty, man.
So is that for sure that happened?
Yeah, because their camp told their camp.
Yeah.
And bro, it happens. It's happening a lot. Like, this isn't the first time where a fighter's come in and had to fight a weight above and it's been all accepted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because a fighter also knows, right, if I ain't going to make weight, why the fuck am I going to kill myself right to the end? Fuck it, I'll just forfeit my purse and I ain't even going to attempt the cut. So now I'm fucking hydrated. I ain't got, he's hydrated fully. So he's going to be fine come fight night.
Yeah.
The hydration is such a key part in a fighter's recovery to how he performs. But now that major aspect, like right at the end, the nitty gritty, everything matters. And when a fighter, listen, I'm a man's man. If I stand up and I shake your hand and I sign an agreement, I would break my body. I'd kill myself in a weight cut just so even though I'm dead, you know that he fucking pushed it though. He didn't make weight, but he died trying. He's a man. He put it on because there are mistakes that happen, like little mistakes, but there's things that happen where you've misjudged 1 week, something happened, or your body's just not responded as well. Like your body changes. That happens.
Yeah.
But you still come on the scales. You try and make weight. You die, and you're like,
Well, you see people, they pass out up there sometimes.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then he don't. He just rocks up and he's fat and overweight. And then like his post fight his coach writes a post about congratulations and all this fucking bullshit. I'm like, why don't you acknowledge, like, you as a coach, should be disappointed. You shouldn't even fucking put up a post congratulating your fighter. Yeah, mate, I swear to God.
It's like when Aljamain won the belt.
If one of my students, if one of my students pulled this trick, for one, I wouldn't even let him fight. But you think you're going to disrespect that fighter because you've been a fucking lazy fucking cunt. Like, I just pull my own fight. I say, sorry, fucking Dana, I'm pulling this cunt because he represents me.
Yeah.
But what I won't do is condone it and just try and let's just push it under the carpet.
Yeah.
But why don't you own your shit, man?
What's going on with Hamzat? Do you know?
I don't know. Know.
Yeah.
I mean, the geezer's a beast. There's no doubt in it. But he's never done 5 rounds.
No, he hasn't, has he?
No.
Yeah.
I would never judge a man or have an opinion on a man that I don't know well enough to say he bottled it.
Yeah.
Because that ain't my place to say.
I heard he's sick.
He was sick with food poisoning.
Oh, yeah.
Some people are out there saying, come, bro, food poisoning lasts 24 hours.
No.
But at the end of the day, it affects everyone differently. All I know is from the Khamzat I've seen, he's a man of his word. He always turned up and done what he did. I hope that whatever he's going through, or like, if it is just an illness, then great. But if it's something else, then I hope it gets resolved because we need people like him.
Yeah. But what a stellar win for fucking Robbo, though.
What a win. Fucking love that guy. I was thinking the other day, I think he must be the most liked
UFC fighter on the roster.
Has
One
to
of.
be.
Him and Wonder Boy are both up there.
Yeah, but I could see why people don't like Wonder Boy.
Yeah, because,
People be like, oh, it's a bit boring or whatever. They don't get it. Like, don't get me wrong, nice lad. But they will have something to say about him. But what can you possibly say about Rob Whittaker?
Yeah.
That you don't like him?
No, I know.
Like, I don't like his fighting style. Why? He knocks cunts out. He comes forward. He can bang. He wrestles.
And
he also done 10 rounds of fucking.
He's a good cunt too.
Yeah, he's just fucking good guy.
Yeah. Harry's favourite fighter. Is he your favourite fighter, right, Haz?
He's a fan. He's the. If you want a role model,
Yeah.
that motherfucker's it.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a bad thing you can say about him. Like,
Yeah.
I would never want to become friends with him just in case he's a little cunt.
Yeah.
Like, he's a bit of a dick behind closed doors. You know, when they say sometimes don't meet people.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But I don't even get that vibe. I think, and another fucking good guy is Volk.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fuck, man.
I
How,
know.
like,
But, I mean,
good
look.
guys.
Let's be honest with you know, everyone was saying that they were going to try and get Volk to step in for 303. Volk, as much of a warrior he is, he had 2 pretty bad KOs his last 2 fights. Would they throw someone in that quickly after being sparked like that twice? Bad. One by Ilya Taporia and one by Islam Makhachev.
So again, this is where I have a really strong opinion on these situations, and I say it with. You have to really know your fighter, and your fighter really has to trust in you as a coach. And I believe that with all my fighters that are under me, that I have in my team, they all know generally that everything I do is purely to better their life and make them all-round good men. Yeah. And my number one thing is to protect them. And at the end of the day, I've done it all to my students. Right? I've come from fucking low and I got to the highest level.
Yeah.
I've lost, I've come back, I've done bad weight cuts, I've done it all.
Yeah. The experience is there.
Yeah, my students say to me, coach, because I know my students, if I say you're fighting, they're fighting. They're like, yeah, I'm fighting, coach. Put me in.
Yeah.
But also, that's the job of a fighter, right? We don't want to fucking break face. And I'll fight. Stick me in there. Also, fighters don't know what the outside can see all the time.
Yeah, right, because you can only see what you feel yourself.
Yeah.
Is that why you get, like, you watch it on video so you can see outside of it? Like, do you film training sessions and then watch them back?
Yeah, I do that a lot. I do it a lot more now. But the problem is, I think personally, if Volk's serious, and this is what I'd say to Volk, if I was Volk's coach, sit down and go, are you really serious where 100% you want to fucking get that belt back. Like, you 100% believe you can fucking get it back. And if he says, yeah, I go, okay, well, we're fucking going to fight someone on a 3-round fight because we're going to get back there. But what we're not going to do, you've just been knocked out twice.
Yeah.
Me as a coach, I believe in you, but we got to do it the right way.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's the same like going back with McGregor. It's okay to come back and fight someone out of the top 10 because you're not top 10 no more, McGregor. Like, you've been out too long. You ain't got to do a 5-round fight. I get it, but you got to think, and your fighter's got to be able to go, okay, coach, I listen to you. And I wouldn't have put him in to fight Islam.
Yeah.
Come on. You've just lost to Islam.
Yeah.
And now you're going to fight him on short notice?
Yeah.
Like, I think that was ludicrous.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I've said it all on. I love Volkanovski as well. Well, so what do you think about the Ian Gary and MVP fight? Are you excited for that one? Because I'm kind of even a little bit more excited for that than Alex and Jiri, to be honest. Because that one's, I've seen that. We know what's going to happen there.
What do you think?
Well, I think it's going to be the same result as last time. I think Alex is going to take the win, but with Ian Gary and MVP.
What do you think of that?
Well, if Ian Gary, if he just continues to do what he's done, and he's, what is he, 9-0 now? 11-0.
Yeah,
He's 11-0. What's MVP?
Oh, he's had loads. He's had a lot more fights than him, and he's took L's and that. But it's going to be a very interesting fight because MVP's movement is fucking great.
Great, yeah.
The way that Ian will win this fight, if he wins it, and I think the only way he can win this, he's not gonna outland his hands on him.
Yeah.
MVP, his blitzes in and out, he will dismantle him with his hands, without a shadow of doubt. But Ian's key to victory is take the legs.
Yeah,
take the legs. Get on that calf kick. A bit like when Lima fought MVP and knocked him out. You got to attack Taekwondo guys' legs. I aspire, and my Taekwondo coach.
They're both Taekwondo guys, aren't they? Ian Gary's is he Kung Fu?
I think he's more karate based.
Karate
I'm not too sure,
yeah.
but I think everyone wants to just see him get fucking ironed out. I want MVP.
Yeah, everyone does. Jeez, they want you to win, but then when you win and win and win and win and win, then they want you to freaking lose.
Do you know what it is? I don't know Ian's character outside of the cage, and I also know we all play a role as kind of a role in a cage. Of
course.
I don't like the acting side of things.
Yeah, like Bobby Covington.
Yeah, I don't like that. I feel that Ian's that.
Right. It's a bit of it there. Do you think that's just his age, though, because he's so young?
He is young. And this is where people have got to kind of understand. But it's also like, bro, you can be young or you like, but you're fucking in the fight game and you're fighting men. So buckle up, boy.
So you're not going to be here for Saturday night then?
No, I'm going to be back home.
Okay.
But I'm going I want MVP to win, so I just think the way Ian Gary handles himself, the maturity level.
Yeah, it's a little bit fucking cringy, a bit pissy offy.
Do you know what it is? It's like McGregor done McGregor. Just do you, man.
Yeah.
Like, just be your cat. I think it's a fake persona massively. And I think if Ian just fucking showed more of his character, just his normal character, then maybe he is a good lad or whatever. But I just, what he does very cleverly, he gets everyone into his fight environment.
Right.
He does that. He does that. It make people up here. Oh yeah, you good, like, and they try and like boil him down a bit. He did it with Jack Grant on Cage Warriors. Like, Jack Grant's a phenomenal fighter.
Yeah.
Like really good. He's now signed with the PFL. He's so exciting. Like, he could fucking go in the UFC and have a real good scrap up in top 15.
Yeah.
And he fought Ian, but like, they were just too mate. And I remember saying to Jack, I think I spoke to Jack and Ted, I was just too friendly with him, man. And they were like, hey, how's it going? Now we're going to fight. And they're talking to each other during the fight. And it's not how Jack Grant fights. Like, Jack Grant is a wild man. He wants to wild motherfuckers, and he comes in and he's gun blazing. And I think that's what Ian does really well. With MVP. With Michael, Ian won't do that.
No.
No. And because MVP's older. He's an older man. He knows his shit. And I think, I think, do you know what? I think the best thing can happen to Ian
is for him to have a loss,
to get knocked the fuck out, just to get ironed out and then just deal with it all, and then bounce back, because he's a talented lad without a shadow of a doubt.
No, absolutely.
And I don't wish, as much as everyone in the UFC, I don't wish anyone. Like, I wish everyone could go in there and have the success and
make all the money, have all the success.
Do you know what I mean? I don't wish people's downfall.
Yeah.
Only if they're standing opposite me.
Yeah. Well, and and that's how it's got to be. You know, one thing I like about you, Cameron, is that you kind of, I love how you say it and then speak it into existence and then it happens. I remember everything that you told me that you were going to do last time you were here on the podcast. You fucking did it to a complete T. Everything you said you did, and I really love that. So let's speak into existence the next part of your life. What's going to happen, where you're going to go, and where we're going to see Cameron Else, the Cam Cheetah, by December. What's going to happen from this new progression, this new blooming of the new Cam Cheetah?
I'm so excited for it. I'll just see. No matter what, I'm going to be fighting Biting in September. That'll be my next fight, my next win. And then I'll be in the UFC by December.
Yeah,
without a shadow of doubt. It'd be a short notice fight. And you know what? Right, I text Dana White before I got signed to the UFC, and I said, "Listen, you don't know me yet, but." I think every kid has.
Yeah, everyone's probably done that, yeah.
I said, don't fucking know me yet. I said, but I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'm going to get called up on a short notice fight and I'm going to fucking sleep the motherfucker. And then I'm going to ask you to pull your phone out on the fucking side. And then I'm going to tell you, I'm the fucking, that's fucking Mystic Meg. Do you know what I mean? Like, I called this fucking 2 years ago, short notice, bang. And I got all that opportunity and I fucked it.
Yeah.
The weight cut fucked it. But it's still there. So I kind of feel like, I'll get my call out. It'll be a short notice fight. And then, you know, when you're in, then you're like, I've fucking been here. I've got the gloves on. Like, nothing fazed me. Come on, I'm coming now. Like, let's fucking go. And I'm going to knock him out. And then I'm going to jump on the mic. I'm like, Dana, there was a message I sent you a few years ago. And I fucked it up. So I couldn't say it. But so now look at you.
You're already manifesting what the after fight speech, seeing Dana. You're already thinking it in your head. You can already see the shots that you're going to land.
I just know that my time isn't done. And I'm not like I say, I don't give two fucks about social media in many ways, but I do because at the end of the day, right now, that's what they're looking at, your marketing and all that. But just going off, I had 2 years off. I come back and I had one fight. I was the most popular fighter on the fight card. I got the most views. I think my reels on like 3 million views from Cage Warriors.
Wow.
There's no other fighter on Cage Warriors. Even Paul Hughes, when he was on Cage Warriors, he wasn't getting those views.
Paddy wasn't even getting those views.
No one's getting those views. I get those views. I'm that guy that you want to see win or fucking lose.
Yeah.
I'm brash. I say how it is. I'm a man's man.
You got a cool accent.
I fucking drink beer, ride Harleys, and I fucking like a bit of country music. You know what I mean?
You like fighting geezers?
I like fighting, yeah. But I just...
Look how turned on my engineer's getting already. It's just naked behind the counter, guys. You can't see, but she is.
But I just know if I can do that in one fight, like the momentum's back. Yeah, it's back. And it's been one fight and I had 2 years off.
Yeah.
So now I've got momentum going. It's just going to get bigger.
That's
My
the key,
time
right?
is not over.
Momentum.
I'm riding and I'm going to keep fucking taking it until I can't do it no more.
Love it.
And then at least I can say I rode it till the fucking wheels fell off.
Yeah, I love it. You know I asked you this question last time you were here, but I always like to finish it up with my guests by asking this question, and sometimes they can answer it and sometimes they can't. Cameron Else, what is your message?
Real men are tough men. Start doing the shit you don't like. Understand that's fucking part of a man's job. Provide, protect. Stop being fucking a bunch of soft cunts.
Yeah.
Look yourself in the mirror and understand the only person that really cares is the man that's looking in the mirror. Forget about everyone else. As a man, men ain't loved unconditionally. We're loved for what we can provide. So I think if more men can fucking actually look in the mirror and go, do you know what am I providing? What do I bring to this fucking world? Because if you ain't bringing something to this world, you ain't gonna get shit out of it. You ain't loved. It's fake.
Yeah.
Like, and just speak your fucking words, man. Speak them through your chest, not your arsehole. Fucking let it rip.
When am I going to see you again, Cameron?
Well, I'm going to be back in August for fight camp, so we had announced the fight.
Yep. All right.
But we maybe I'll just not see you in August, and then I'll see you after the fight.
Or let's come chop it up again any fucking time you want.
Yeah, man. Good shit. Always.
Always, brother. Love it.
Love it.
Love the moustache too. Very porno. I like it. Today's episode was brought to you by Muse psychedelic infused products. If you want to take your life and see it more vividly, if you want to fix your depression. I know, right? We're waiting for them to come in. Yeah. Fucking Muse Life, man. These guys right here, muselife.com. Go check it out. They're one of the proud sponsors of the show. And listen, you know, it's UFC 300, UFC 303, International Fight Week. We got Power Slap 8 coming up on Friday. We're covering everything. We're going to be at the Power Slap on Friday. We're going to be at the UFC on Saturday. And we've got another great week coming up, guys. Thanks very much for listening and watching. Look, I can't do it without you. So the continued support, Spotify, you're killing it. I love you. Thank you. YouTube, let's pump it up a little bit because this is ridiculous. Hey, once again, shooting from Sticky Paws Studios in Sin City. This is Marcus Deegan. Finish on the wide with Cam Cheetah. We're out!